Today is Friday, Parashat Tzav. We're coming very close to Pesach, and we're continuing with the Seder of Pesach from where we left off yesterday. So we already went through Kadesh, Urchatz, Karpas, Yachatz, Magid, Rochza, Motzi, Matzah, and we come to Maror. Maror means the bitter herbs, and we eat bitter herbs. In our community, the custom is to eat romaine lettuce. We take kazait of romaine lettuce, and the kazait is the amount of 28 grams, and we dip it in the charoset. Charoset is made from a mixture of dates and walnuts. Some people add a little bit of apples to it, and they mix it with some grape juice, and different families have different recipes for it, but the main thing is that it looks like the mortar that the Jewish people were using as they worked as slaves in Egypt. So we take the charoset, we dip it, we take the romaine lettuce, the chazeret, romaine lettuce, we dip it in the charoset, and dip it just a little bit, but then when not, the eating is not the eating of the charoset, the eating is the eating of the maror, of the bitter herbs, of the lettuce. And we eat this without hasaba, without leaning to the left. This is one thing, the maror, that you must eat sitting upright. And this achila of maror, we don't need to say on it bore peri adama. We just eat it and have in mind that we fulfill the obligation to eat these bitter herbs on the night of Pesach. Now, if somebody, lettuce is not good for him, he has health reasons or whatever, then of course that would take precedence, and a person should not put himself at risk and eat something that is not good for him. If he's able to eat a little bit and not the full kazait, that's also one way of doing it. There are different communities that have different herbs that they use, but our community is romaine lettuce. If you do not have romaine lettuce, and there is no such vegetable that you can use for whatever reason, you still have to dip in the charoset, either a matzah or something, so that you eat, and even just to have that charoset is a custom that we have on the night of Pesach, to use the romaine lettuce with the charoset. But if you don't have romaine lettuce or are not able to eat the romaine lettuce, you dip some matzah into the charoset and eat it, so that there is that kind of dipping into that mixture called the charoset. After the maror, and by the way, on the romaine lettuce, we have to make sure that there is no insects or worms. They should be checked and verified, because that would be it's a sin to eat from leafy vegetables that have in it any insect. So make sure that they're properly clean and there is no insect or worms in those leaves. After we eat the maror, next step is korech. What is korech? It's been called Hillel's sandwich. We take kazait, 28 grams of romaine lettuce. We take kazait of matzah shmura, and from the third matzah, the one that was at the bottom of these three matzot. And of course, that's not enough for everybody around the table, so we use other matzah shmura that is there at the table, and we put together with charoset. And here you can add a generous amount of charoset. There is no problem. If in the maror we made sure that the lettuce is what we're tasting as the major thing, not the charoset. Here we can put as much charoset as you want, together with the matzah and together with the lettuce, and we eat it together. And we say before eating it, Zechel HaMikdash Ke'ilel HaZaken. There is the text in the Haggadah that we say as we partake of this korech. Now, as we say in the maror, we don't lean, but in the korech, in this sandwich that we eat with the charoset and the matzah and the lettuce together, here you have to lean on the left. And if, let's say, you forgot to lean on the left, and when you ate this, here, you don't have to go back and eat it again. That's different from the first achila of matzah, from the first eating of the matzah, or from the 4 cups, that if you didn't lean on the left, you have to go back and lean and do it another time. In korech, if for some reason you forgot to lean on the left, it's okay. You still have fulfilled the obligation. However, if you wanted to do it again because you didn't lean on the left, you could do it. In the language here of the Yakut Yosef says, Tavo alav bracha, he should be blessed if he does it a second time, because he forgot to lean, but it is not an obligation to do it a second time. But remember, lean on the left as you eat the sandwich of matzah with romaine lettuce and charoset. Now, after that, we go to Shulchan Orech, and that will continue next time. Shulchan Orech is when you have the meal of Pesach. Shabbat HaGadol Shalom. This Shabbat is called Shabbat HaGadol. And Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen ve'amen.